Hello. Okay, so I messed around with the hair this evening. Got a lot of height on it. This gets into detention in middle school years. I got some height because they banned that when I was in school. Like you couldn't go above it's not quite 4 inches, but like they had a limit. It was crazy, and we pushed it. It was when the wave was popular. Which I never had the neat little cowlick to do. Like, I actually had to work for mine. Anyway, Colorpop lipstick tonight. It's kind of drying. It's like a super matte. I like it, though. I like the color. It's like red. Red. I like it. Anyway, Wednesday night video. And I can't, there's got to be a phrase for this, like Wicked Wednesdays or Witch Wednesday or Creepin's Day. I don't know. There's got to be some kind of term. We got to come up with something. Tonight's crystals. And I'm going to title this my must-have crystals, like things that, like these crystals I need personally. To the forefront of this video, do you need crystals to be a witch? Do you need crystals to meditate? Do you need crystals to do any of that? No. But come on, they're crystals. They're pretty. And it makes it more tangible for us to be able to have and hold, and a tool to put our intentions with, than sometimes just the mental headspace that we need to be in. One goes hand in hand with the other for me. That's just me. Moving on. I'm going to keep this to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crystals tonight. I doubt this will be a series. I'm very much a creature of habit, so I don't know how expansive my crystal collection will ever be. I have a lot of the same things everywhere because they work well for me, so I just use them. So we're just going to get into it. And I probably will think of something else that I have forgotten later and just throw that in. Alright, so my first and foremost is selenite. And of course I only brought the one example. So I have this in egg form, in palmstone form, and raw form in the sticks. They're about this long, which I don't only have one sitting over here and I don't. But I have this in several forms. And I also have this in another form of the same thing, Desert Rose, which is also a selenite. I have several of those. But this is the one I keep next to the altar. Santissima has a palmstone, and then I keep another palmstone on my altar by the front door. So, and then there's a long, thick stick of this in front of my TV, and I have a little chunks, as you might be able to see. Yeah, you can see it. I was making sure that's what that was. There's, oh, where's my camera? Right above the door frame, there's a chunk up there, and I put that in and out of each door, including the boys' room. So, selenite is very much for me a must-have. Alright, the next one I put was Labradorite. And that I have in several forms too. This is a palm stone. I actually bought this on one of Raven's shows. It's gorgeous. I just love the flash in this. My husband has now packed up his stuff, but he also had one. And then I wear this every day. Oh my God, grab it, April, hello. This is also on me all the time, along with this, which will be next. Okay, so back to selenite. Let me give you a couple of tidbits, because I forgot when I went into this. I got excited. So selenite has a very fine or smooth vibration. It's excellent for meditation and spiritual work. It's a very calming stone, and a lot of us use it for clearing and cleansing doorways or entryways, you know, all that. That is just a little tip. There's like 2 pages, so I'm just giving little tidbits, what hones in for me, what I use it more personally. The Labradorite is very protective. It deflects unwanted energies from the auric field and prevents energy leakages. So it's not, I'm not going to say it re-energizes you, but it helps prevent you from draining as easily around certain people, called energy vampires. And they're real. They're out there. Beware. And that was me being serious and kind of funny at the same time, but very serious. All right, the next one is Garnet. And I put it in a lot of spell sachets, especially when I do workings for people in the home. So I don't have a raw one sitting with me like I thought I did. But I wear Garnet here on my necklace with, in conjunction with. So this is one big working piece, right? So it's the silver, the Garnet, and the Labradorite. And then I also, and I didn't grab it, I thought I did. I also have a Garnet ring in silver. This is not it. That I will switch out with this ring. This is onyx, black onyx. But Garnet is very good at everything. It does re-energize. It does stimulate the metabolism. It's very good in crisis. It's excellent for trauma victims, PTSD victims. It's wonderful, wonderful at protecting the space and the person that's wearing it. That's why it goes really well with the Labradorite. So they work in conjunction with each other. It's also good for specific mental, I don't want to say inabilities, but like post-traumatic stress syndrome, bipolar disorder, obviously not ADHD, because that didn't help me a bit, but you know, it's good for crisis type situations and crisis type emotions. It's a very good stone to have. And I see that this lipstick, I didn't paint inside my lips enough, but whatever. All right, the next one is tourmaline, and I only have black tourmaline, but I have several big chunks of this. And I'm actually going to be using either this chunk or the other chunk for a thingy for my car that I might do on camera. Might have a craft with me segment, episode, whatever. But this is good for cleansing and purifying. It also transforms dense energy. So if you know you're going in somewhere that has heavy or thick energy, even if you're going in there to do a cleanse or whatever the case may be, this is a good stone to either have on you or as a piece of jewelry, which the other one of these is going to be made into. Whichever one I don't put in the car. So this is a really handy dandy piece of, well, it's a tool. I mean, I consider these tools. So this is a handy dandy little tool to just keep with you or near you, or at least in the home in several places like me, because I've got it all over the house. Well, I had more of it. I have the two big pieces, and then I have some little ones that I like the big ones better. No judgment. A little bit of judgment. But the next one is quartz. Now, I like clear quartz, smoky quartz, and rose quartz. And I'm sure there's some other quartz. I know amethyst is in the quartz family, but I also hold it by itself just like everybody else. So rose quartz is like a meditation stone for me, as well as my clear quartz. And I like the raw forms more so than the tumbleds. But these are excellent. Okay, so just go back to clear quartz, right? Excellent amplifier. It's wonderful at that. It, for me, just gonna stay in the realm of April. Clarifying situations. You can use them as a looking glass. Meditation. I love these in meditation. I actually, I have, okay, so back to sets. I have these two, right? Then I also have a clear ball and a rose ball. And these would be what I use for meditation to sit and hold to keep grounded. Oh, grounding. I like this for grounding. A lot of people don't use it for that, but I do. But I love, love, love these two. I got these two specifically for meditation. because that helps me get through a lot of my crap. So, and then, ooh, don't fall. I also have it in skull and in skull. I'm a weirdo and I don't care, so it's fine. They make me happy. And I don't, those are just purely decorative. I don't do anything with those. Oh, that's not true, because I've used them in spell work as little spies. That's an interesting thing. Whole nother topic. Back to the rose quartz. Rose quartz is a very loving stone. I like this in raw and in tumbled and smooth. I use it in spell work a lot. Love inside the home, love for a child, love for a parent, love for a friend, you know. I associate this with love, tenderness, kindness, affection, stuff like that. The general stuff most of the time. And then the clear quartz is very much to amplify something, to get a better view of something, to get a clear understanding of something, and to find my way. I have to go into that in a different topic, but that's a different topic. Okay, different subject. And then last in the quartz for me, minus the amethyst, which will come next, smoky quartz. Now, I got a piece of dust flying. Smoky quartz is a little bit different because it does have a translucency. It has a murkiness. It has a denseness. It just, if I'm in or need to be in a deeper, darker space to accomplish something, or say in astral travel, I will hold this opposed to the clear quartz, which you would assume for clarity or guidance. This is more my go-to. This is also very much a grounding stone in certain situations like that. It pulls to me. If I could have, had I had forethought to unpack something that I had packed up to go to Mom's, I have a couple bracelets I've made out of Smoky that if I know, so I will use Smoky quartz in conjunction with rose quartz at work because I need that light-hearted energy, but then I need something a little bit sterner as kind of like a mental protective barrier. Not that my necklace doesn't help me, or my onyx, you know, whatever, but I like to have all fronts covered from the top of my head to the soles of my feet. So I like a good smoky quartz. And then now that I'm holding this in my hand, I have another one somewhere I can't find. Because when I moved everything around, I stuck it in something for safekeeping, and now it is not in front of me. So I'll have to find that. But I have a little, it might be in here. Sorry, guys. Actually, I know it's not in here because I just went through here looking for my garnet. Bloodstone. Oh, I gotta add bloodstone to this too. See, there might be a part two. Because I keep a bloodstone in my wallet. Not my wallet, in my purse and in my car. This is going to have to be another video on that. But yeah. This is an excellent one for me. For grounding, for staying in one place. That's another one. For protection, obviously. Calmness. Soothing for me. I don't know what the book says. But this bad boy is excellent. And this one actually stays on Santissima's altar, not on Hecate's altar, because Hecate had the other one. And that's really going to bother me. But I have several versions of this also. I have an egg from tequila, which is dusty, even though I just dusted everything. So you see the difference? There's a little bit of difference there. There's a lot of bit of difference, but you know, it's like this part got smoothed down to the, but this is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I just love my eggs. I like eggs. Is that a weird thing? Anyway, this video is getting long. But that was just a little bit of my must-have crystals. And the more I sat here and thought about it, even though I sat here and thought about it, right, because I wrote them all down, oh, my garnet ring. That's what I wanted to show you. So I will put this on in place of this, depending on the day and what's going on. And that's like really like knowing what your day's gonna look like. If I know I have a corporate walk, it depends on who's coming from corporate and what their objective is. Depending on that will depend on what I wear or put in my purse, stuff in my bra. It just depends. I'm a bubblehead. Anyway, I'm just saying. Bubble brain. That is me. Nice to meet you. I totally talked about amethyst, but never did cover amethyst. Hello, amethyst. And I don't have this in as many forms. Well, okay, I don't know if you can see. This is one of the pendulums I have. This is for healing work on humans or animals. And I looked away because the cat snuck in because I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot. So, amethyst is a very good general, how did I word it? Because I worded it a lot shorter than the book. Emotional healer. It's also excellent for the third eye. So if you're doing third eye work, I have a set, okay, I could show you this. I have a set of stones. Hold on. That I use for, I think it's this one because it's heavy. Hey cat. Bye cat. Go. Scooch it. So, when I was working on my head, basically, I don't dust enough, apparently. My mother made me this box of 3 drawers, and I use these for my brain filters, I guess you could say. And one of them is raw amethyst, a big old chunk of raw amethyst. And then the almighty smoky quartz. This one is not as smoky as the other, there being the difference. It's just smoky. And then I think this is a fluorite. It's not haunted, it's the cat. And then I have a piece of fluorite. We'll get into fluorite in another video. But this was sent to me by someone else. That's what happens when I forget to shut the door. Whatever. But this is my emotional head wounds. As in mental issues. Stuff like that. But where I was going with this was amethyst is extremely good for opening your third eye, allowing you to see what you cannot see with your 2 eyes. You need your middle eye open. And it's also, I did not, because I got bubble-headed, I didn't write any of this down, but there were a couple of key things that this really helps with. So, blood production, or boosts production of hormones, tunes the endocrine system and metabolism, strengthens the cleansing and eliminating organs and the immune system. Excellent cleanser for the blood. Amethyst relieves physical, emotional, and psychological pain or stress and blocks geopathic stress. We'll have to get into that in another video. Eases headaches and releases tension. So, in meditation, amethyst and selenite are excellent at easing stress-related pains on the neck, or on the neck, the chest, the head. If you could find something to do on your temples, that would be amazing. Or even some smooth, just to rub right there. When my husband or either of the boys gets to where they're super tense from work or just emotional stuff, I will do, I can't remember what it's like crystal healing, where they lay down, you place the crystals, you massage the area to open the muscle up, and then you lay the crystals down, put some smoke over them, cleanse the body, cleanse the aura, stuff like that. And it works tremendously. It eases muscle tension, like it literally eases muscle tension. If you can get, and I don't have any readily available in front of me, but like the palm stones that are larger and more round, or even I use this one a lot to massage the back muscles. That's a wonderful thing to do too. But amethyst is a general healer. It's a wonderful all-purpose type crystal, and you can use it in a multitude of ways. And all of these, of course, you can Google and research on different sites, and you'll come up with a few different things per site. Can't believe I got bullheaded and forgot. But these are what I use for when I do any type of mental relaxation work or opening work. So, sorry about that. I had to add another 5 minutes to this video. I apologize. One of these days I'll be more organized. Today's not that day. Y'all have a good night. Bye.